Hi, Spicy fans. Welcome to the Spicy Kitchen today with me, Spicyfafa, in the kitchen. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back and enjoy today cooking with me. We are going to have hot pots today. We call it mortormortor. Mortormortor. It's something like hot pot, Lancashire hot pot, or what some people call yam porridge, or potato porridge, or cocoyam porridge. As simple. A lot of people have different ways of calling it, but this is mortormortor. These are my ingredients. We are going to start by cooking some palm oil. You can just do how much oil you want, how much redness you want in your food. And we're going to put in some onions to cook with them. And my fish, some people call it stinky fish. Don't call it stinky fish. I don't call it stinky fish because it's not stinky. It smells so nice. It's called Mormorni in my language. It's just salted and fermented fish, and it's so aromatic. I'm just putting a little bit in it, and this will spice up our oil. Just put it in the oil, and with your onions, cook them, brown them a little bit. So now we wait. The oil is heating up very nicely. We're waiting for it to start showing. Now the palm oil with the Mormorni and the onions are frying nicely. We did a similar thing with Toto. If you watch the video, you realize we did a similar thing, but if you've not seen it yet, look at the link above. Spicy fans, have you subscribed to Spicyfafa yet? If not, please subscribe and hit the bell so that anytime we have a new video, it will give you a notification to see new spicy video. We are ready with our oil now, so we're keeping it aside for use later. Now this is our beef. I washed it nicely, chopped it into smaller cubes, and then I just put a little bit of onions on them. I am going to season with black pepper. I like black pepper in my meat because it goes inside to give it nice taste. It's just about a teaspoonful, and then everyday seasoning. That one also just about a teaspoonful. And we add a little bit of water, just enough to cover it up to the top of the meat. Stir very well. With this food, you can add any type of meat you want. I sometimes like chewing on meat. Beef, especially when you are eating it, chewing on some beef. Stir it and cover it to boil. I didn't add salt because I have told you I don't use salt to cook. If you want to have more salt in it, you can add, but if you add all-purpose season or everyday season, there's a bit of salt in it, so you have to be very careful when you're adding extra salt. So I'm covering this now, and we are waiting for it to boil, cook well. Smells so nice. Our meat is cooked now to my liking, and my meat was tenderized already before I cook it. If you are using beef and it's not very tenderized, you have to boil it very well for it to cook well before you put it in the main dish. Otherwise, when you cook it, it will not be well, it will not taste well. This is just about how I like it, and we're going to set this meat aside for use later. But before then, I am adding a little bit, about a teaspoonful of crayfish stock. It is a bit like, yeah, it's a stock cube. It tastes nice. If you use Maggi or any of the stock cubes, it tastes just like that, but with a twist. Very nice. And then stir inside well for extra taste of this meat, and put it aside for use later. Now this is our main ingredient, cocoyam. These are peeled and cut into two. They are small ones, so I just cut them into two. This is how they look like. Cocoyams are like this. Some have this shape, some have this shape, and this is how exactly I peeled mine. You can use a peeler if you want. I'm always comfortable using knife to peel mine. This is how I peeled it. And you wash it, and I just cut it into two. Everything washed nicely. Pour water on it, cover it fully. Cocoyam is so nice for this. You can use yam, you can use potatoes. I always use Irish potatoes for that. It's very nice. You can use water yam as well. And some people, I have not tried, but I heard it's so nice. They use green plantains to do it. It's very nice. So in goes all the ingredients in it. They will boil with it, and then they will soften, and I will remove them, blend them in my earthenware bowl, and pour them back inside. This is saltfish. Saltfish acting as my salt, and it gives it a very nice taste as well. And my green Thai chilies definitely has to go in. We have herrings. These are smoked herrings. They are very, very nice. Tastes very nice. You can use it like this, or you can use it powdered. I prefer to eat chunky things in my food. Some are seriously very, very tough. So you soak them in water, and then you cut them into pieces like this. And they go in. Very cooking nicely. This food, if you overload it with too many meat, it will be too rich. So I prefer to use a little bit of everything, so that when you're eating, you bite a bit of everything. These are smoked shrimps. Some people call it prawns. They are smoked. As you can see, I've removed the heads. I told you earlier on, I don't remove anything. I just wash them nicely. But I remove the heads because I have some kids going to enjoy this food as well. And when the heads are smoked, they are a bit sharp, stiff and sharp. So I remove the heads and I kept them separately for use for some other meal. So, oh, everything goes in here. I'm covering this now. It will boil for everything to be soft, and then we go to the next stage. Oh, wow! It is boiling halfway through now. It's not soft yet, but this is where I'm going to put my beef inside. First, add only the meat. Don't pour all the water inside, otherwise you will overcrowd your food. This is where I add all kind of bones in there. And then you can keep the stock. If you will not use it now, you can keep it for use for another food. But if along the way you realize that the food is not runny for you, I like mine very runny. If it's not runny enough for you, you add a little bit of the stock. I think my tomatoes are soft now. So I'm taking the tomatoes out. Peppers are soft as well. Take them out. Unless you are like Spicyfafa who can on pepper. Oh, Cocoyam, where have you been? I want the onion to soften a little bit, and then we grind all together with these ones in here. So we still give it a little bit of time to soften. You should imagine the aroma. This is getting good. Better best. The cocoyams are soft now, and we put in some delicacies, some mushrooms. Mushrooms don't take long to cook, so I don't put them in early. Just cut it like this, put them inside. We love some garlic. I don't have to blend or anything, just cut it like this. These are really big cloves of garlic. My kids and husband love garlic a lot. You just want to have them inside like that, chunky. And ginger, fresh taste of ginger, great. stir. And we are going to mash this. But before then, we will blend our pepper, tomatoes back into it. And the short time we have, we are going to blend the onion as well. It's very soft now. This one you just use a masher to just mash it. We use it to blend this quickly, pour it back into it, and that time the rest of the ingredients are just cooking slowly. So if your heat is on high, just reduce it. This is where you give a very low heat. I can tell you the mushrooms are even cooked already. They don't take long to cook at all. So I'm going to blend. You can use this or you can use that. This is how I use the masher, local masher, to blend it. If it's too hot for you, use a fork to hold the onion and cut it into pieces. You see, they are just softened, just giving way. Oh, that smells so nice. You can now use a masher to mash all together. I have finished mashing them now, and I'm putting them back into the food. So remember, these are onions, pepper, and tomatoes. Let me properly get everything out of the bowl. It's a little bit tricky with the onions. If your main ingredients, potatoes or cocoyam or yam or whatever you are using, if they go too soft before the onions, you might find the onion a little bit tough. So sometimes you can cook the onions separately if you like. And as you can see, I'm mashing at the same time. You can use this masher or this masher. I've already kept it down. Sometimes I like to go be local. Don't worry about whatever is crashing here. That is what you are doing. You want to crush. If the meat is crashing, don't bother. If the shrimps are crashing, don't bother. And because our saltfish has some bones in them, some bigger bones, and put it aside. So what I'm doing now, I'm looking for the saltfish. Saltfish, where are you? My saltfish has already dodged me. Here is the bone I am looking for. That's why I was looking for the saltfish. So if you are not smart enough to get it, it will scatter into the food. So I'm fine now. I'll continue mashing till you get a consistency you like. Some will love it this way. Some will also crush it a little bit more. Oh, this is so good. because it's cocoyam, I don't want to crush all. Just leave it and chew on the cocoyams. Some like it a bit more runny, and some like it very thick, but I like it not too thick, not too runny, just like this, and not too crushed. Oh. I am ready now to put the icing on the cake. This is the palm oil we prepared earlier. Don't forget there is a little bit of salt here too, because we have fried this palm oil with Mormorni and some onions. Look at that. Look, 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 look. Ooh. The smell of this palm oil. Anytime I do palm oil like this, smells so nice. Remember to keep your heat on low. And then, oh, the beauty of this food. Cocoyam Hotpot, made by Spicyfafa. Irresistible. Oh. When you're eating this, you'll be chewing on some shrimps, some herrings, some mushrooms, and some beef. My favorite part, the beef part with the bones. Just suck, kiss the bones, kiss the hell out of them. If it's not red enough for you, go on, be generous with the oil. It's palm oil. Add it. And then leave a little bit of the oil for garnish. This is food heaven. Oh, look at this. Spicyfans, please subscribe for more of these sumptuous meals. This is food heaven. Oh. Hotpot, Spicyfafa way. Done! Ta-da! Okay, so now garnish. I always have some parsley for garnish. Just look at it for some extra colors. Ooh! Mortormortor. Hi Spicyfans. Moment of truth again. If you've watched up to this time, that means you are really enjoying that, aren't you? Please like, share, subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Join us. Bye.